A little after 7 a.m. on October 24, 2020, deputies responded to a traffic collision near Crown Valley Parkway and Nueva Vista in Laguna Niguel. The driver, an emergency medical technician, had fallen asleep at the wheel on her way home from a midnight shift. Deputies responded and noticed thick smoke emanating from the vehicle and immediately sprang into action.
Yeah, it was a single vehicle accident into a tree in the center median, and the female driver was trapped and pinned in place, and the engine was on fire. We got all of our fire extinguishers, used those, and called for additional fire extinguishers and additional units in the area to come assist. The citizens that were there helped. They provided shovels, so we used the dirt from the center median to help try to put the fire out. We were trying to keep the occupant of the vehicle calm as she was pinned, and she could feel the heat from the fire, and she was very frantic. When we were using these fire extinguishers, it was rather frustrating because no matter what we did with the fire extinguishers, no matter how many we used, that fire was not going out. It would go out for a split second and then reignite. That's why we were throwing the dirt on there to try to tamp that down.
I saw the severity in which she was pinned, and I knew right away there's no way we were getting her out without mechanical intervention. I notified my dispatcher that we need the jaws of life now. We all started using fire extinguishers. I grabbed water off my bike and started pouring it on the engine because it started to flame. At one moment I felt almost hopeless because the engine continued to smoke and I didn't think fire would get there in time. My partner next to him, like, hey man, get down here. I could see fire under the engine right here, spray under there. And you know, the smoke eventually turned white. Fire got there and the rest is history. It
was amazing the amount of help that the civilians that were there on scene were providing with the shovels and how vested they were in helping us help the driver of the vehicle. It was very inspiring, but it also speaks to how desperate the situation was. What I really appreciate from the department is the peer support that comes after incidents like this, being able to talk to somebody and work through the emotions.
I do feel privileged that I'm able to respond to situations like this and create a positive outcome through our efforts, through our combined efforts really. Going back to the citizens who responded, that was an act of heroism where most people would just continue down the road.